Hi everybody. So this is going to be a warm-up, and we'll do our warm-up from feet to head. Initially we're just going to get started taking a nice deep breath. So first I want you to sit up nice and tall, not leaning back into your chair. Slide a little forward and sit tall. Take a nice big breath in through your nose and exhale. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, open those ribs, and exhale. Very nice. That's good. Let's do it one more time. This time your whole body's going to inhale and exhale. Oh, that feels great. So initially, let's just reach those hands up as tall as possible. So let's try to get some length. And just feel that length kind of settle into your hips. Feel your ribs move a little bit away from your hips. And then let's bring your right arm down. Keep that left arm up and just reach. Try to get that elbow to extend. Can you open your fingers a little bit more? Feel it go down your side. And then let's switch sides. Bring your right hand up. And so we'll reach, shoulder, elbow, fingers, and just get that side to lengthen. Going to hold that. Awesome. And then bring it down. Take your left hand, hang on to your chair, and then let's reach down with the right hand and just lean over from your waist. Your waist is here, not down here. So we're just going to bend a little bit. Let your head look down toward the floor. Take a nice breath here. And then turn your head back up and bring your body back up to center. Let's take the other hand. So right hand hangs onto your chair. I'm going to bend at my waist and just lean over, not forward, leaning to the side. Comfortable. So we're just trying to get length through that torso before we actually start our full warm up. We'll look down toward the floor. And then take a breath. Bring your head back up, and then we'll sit up nice and tall. Let's take both arms up, reach, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Very good. And bring those hands down. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Very nice. That's great. All right, so when we start our warm-up, we're going to start from our toes up to our head. So let's start first. I'm just going to have you tap the floor with your feet. So let's make sure you can see me. So I'm just picking up my toes and tapping the floor. So my ankles are moving, but what I want you to think about is as the balls of your feet are hitting, I want your toes to hit too. So give them a good wallop there on the floor. So your toes touch, but you're really hitting them on the floor through your shoes. Now let's leave them on the floor, and we're going to try and move one set of toes at a time. Maybe you push them down into the ground. Maybe you try to curl them up a little bit. So just like you're trying to scrape the bottom of your shoe. Let's try and do both together. So we're going to squeeze and squeeze. Great. Then let's tap your heel and then tap the other heel. So I'm just pressing my foot out, pulling my toe up to the ceiling. So I'm going to pull that toe up, pull that toe up. Take a nice breath. Sit up tall. Use your chair when you need to. And then I'm going to just tap down with my toe. So I want to lengthen the front of my ankle. So I lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Then if you can see my feet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my heel and press my toe. So toe and heel on one side. And then we'll do toe and heel on the other side. Just going at your pace, but remember we want to make a big movement so we really get the range of motion. All right, let your feet plant down. I'm going to lift the inside edges of my shoes, and then I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs together and lift the outside edges. Inside edges, outside edges. So I want to feel my big toe try to lift, and then my pinky toes try to lift. Big toes, pinky toes, big toes, pinky toes, big toes, pinky toes, once more, big toes and pinky toes. Let's march a little bit. All right. So now we'll do a knee lift. So we're gonna pull that knee in, lean back a little bit, breathe, and then drop down. Very good. Other side. So we bring that knee up, grab on, pull it into you, lean back into your chair, give it a nice strong hold, take a breath. Good. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to grab that knee. So I'm going to lean back a little, maybe use some momentum. Grab underneath, maybe on top, whatever works best for you. I lean back into my chair. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Maybe grab underneath, grab on top, pull. Good. So I'm just getting a good bend in that knee. And then from here, I'm going to lift that knee up. So you can go as slow or as quickly as you'd like. Object is to lift that knee and have it bend a little bit. Great. All right. Moving up from our ankles and feet to our knees, we'll move up to our hips. So I'm going to have you tap out to one side and then tap out to the other. So think about trying to pull that leg bone open and closed. If you can, make it a little wider. Maybe go a little slower, maybe go a little faster. Just make sure you're not leaning too far back into that chair. Sit up tall and bring it through. Maybe you can help that leg around. So it doesn't matter how many you do, it's all how you move. So I'm trying to keep my body pretty steady and upright. Sorry about that. Excellent. All right, then we're just gonna move those knees in and out. Let's waggle. Waggle, waggle, waggle. Nice. So we waggle, waggle. Hanging on to the chair. I'm gonna lift, try and lift one side of my hip. So I'm lifting my behind right up off the chair if I can. I'm just gonna lean over, but using the chair to help me so I can stay upright. So I'm like a weeble. I wobble, but I don't fall down. So think about picking up that hip. All right. So let's take your right leg. We're going to step out to the right a little bit. We're going to bring the left leg in to join it. We're going to do that again and bring the left leg to join it. Do it one more time till I'm sitting sideways. I'm going to sit up super tall. Take my right hand, grab onto the back of the chair and bring my left hand around. So notice how I'm sitting tall still. I'm going to use the back of my chair to help me just get a nice gentle stretch. I'm going to walk my hands back and I'm going to look forward. So I'm going to walk my body and turn my head as best I can. Now I'll come back to center and then take my hand closest to the back of the chair, grab on, bring the other one through, turn my head, turn my torso, sitting tall. Remember, just go as far as you're comfortable. Bring it back. And then we'll turn the other way as best you can. Use that leg. Pull. Nice. That's good. And then bring it back in. Ooh, I feel so much better already. Now we're going to work our way back to the center. Big steps if you can. Get that body to turn. We'll stay here and we'll march. March, march, march. Good job. All right. Now we go the other way. So we're going to take that left foot, take a step. Bring the right foot to join it. Make sure you're not too far in on your chair. You've got room to turn. Once you turn, you'll sit tall first. Get steady and ready. Take the hand that's back toward the chair. Grab on. Bring your other hand around and start to turn your torso. Using the chair to help you. You just go as far as you're comfortable. Nice and easy, bring it back. And then we'll grab onto the opposite knee and work your way in the other direction. Bring it on back. Let's turn back then, grab on, walk your way. And then bring it on back. And then turn the other way. Awesome. And bring it back. Right on, we're gonna work our way back to the center. So right leg comes on in. Woo, let's march. Good. All right, let's step over the sleeping dog. So I'm gonna step over, and step back, step over, step back, step over, step back. Good. When in doubt, you hang on to that chair. Give yourself some more stability. Work your torso. So hold that posture strong. Get those shoulders out of your ears. Just work through the lower body. We'll get the other part going in just a second. So we've loosened up your torso a little bit more. One more time. Lifting as high as you can. Excellent. All right, so from here, we'll take a nice big breath. And exhale. Good, again, inhale. And exhale. I'm gonna have you bring your hands up like you're in your boxing stance. Get those elbows to snuggle in. And then I'm gonna have you punch up to the ceiling. Bring the other hand down. Grab onto your chair and lean as you reach. I'm gonna look up at my hand toward the ceiling. And then I'm gonna look down toward the floor. Trying to lengthen that left side. And then bring your body upright. Bring your hands back to your boxer stance. So we're nice and tall and upright. All right, you ready? I'm gonna punch up to the ceiling with your right hand. I'm gonna start to lean over and reach down, grab onto my chair. Keep reaching with that right hand. I'm gonna look up at that right hand and then look down toward the floor. Lengthen that side. Bring your head back center, pull that hand down, and let's go back into boxer stance. Good job. So from here, teeny tiny, I'm just gonna turn a little to the diagonal and a little to the diagonal. So you decide how much you turn. So your elbows are gonna stay right with you, and we're just gonna add that little bit of rotation as best you can. So your legs stay, body's gonna turn just a teeny bit. Notice how I'm not turning very much. So we're just getting more and more of that rotation as best we can this morning as we move our bodies around. Awesome. So we're sitting tall. We have those feet moving. We're gonna swing those arms. Let your feet rest, and then let's reach. And reach. 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 Now think about trying to push up through water. You gotta drive your hands through water. Drive your hands. Bring them up to the surface. Good. Now let's do just the opposite. We're gonna come out, push down in the water. Out and push down in the water. And push down. And push down. That's great. Good. Let's make that a bigger movement. We're gonna come up to the ceiling and push down. Up to the ceiling, push down and away. Up to the ceiling, push down and away. Now let's alternate hands. One pushes down, one pulls up. And then we'll crisscross those arms in front. So we're gonna criss, cross, criss, cross. Now let's take that on a diagonal. Crisscrossing. Two things at once. Come back to center, and then we'll crisscross on the diagonal. And then come back to center. Excellent. Let your hands rest. We lift those shoulders and drop them down. So So you can go as big as possible, please. Take your time, make it work big. You can go faster than me, you can go slower than what I'm doing. We're gonna roll those shoulders in bad posture, and then we'll roll open. We'll roll in bad posture, and come back open, and then roll, and then we'll lift them up again, drive those shoulders up. One more. Now let's do one at a time. Right side comes up, and down, and right side, and right side. Now left side, ready? Up, and then bring it up. Yes. Good. Now forward and back. One more time. Pull back, forward, and back. Take your thumbs. We're going to turn those in, and then we're going to turn them out. Turn them in. Turn them out. Rotate around. So turn those arm bones right in your socket. Round, pull back. Rotate in. Rotate out. Let's straighten those elbows. Straighten those elbows. Straighten, 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 straighten. Now get those arms bending and straightening. Alternate sides. Pull those arms up. Then let's do both together. So we're going to bend and straighten. Open your fingers, close, open, close, open, close. So we work through into our elbows, from our shoulders, into our hands. Let's go into our stop and drop. Stop and drop. Straighten those elbows, push those hands away. Good. Let's play the bongos. Good, huh? You can go faster or slower. Now get your feet going. Get those arms going. Yeah, it feels good. All right, let's rest those hands down. Sit tall, take a breath. Turn your head and look to your left. Bring your head back center. Let's go to the left again, but your eyes will lead you. So let's look left as we turn our head left. And then bring your eyes and your head back center. Let's look to the right. Come back center. And then your eyes will go first, and we'll go to the right. And then bring your eyes and your head back center. Nod your head yes. Yes, I will exercise. Yes. Nod your head no. No, I like exercise. What are you talking about? How can you say that I don't like it? Yes. No. Yes. No. All right, let's march. Now let's take both hands up. Both hands out in a big Y. Bring them back down. Good. Take your feet out. Take them back in. Take them out. Big Y. And then bring them back in. Very nice. Feet back in. Feet out. Tuck your chin. Tuck your belly button in. Sink your chest and lean a little forward, rounding your back. Rest your elbows. And then just pull that belly button in. Slide your hands back to your knees, push yourself up, bring your body up nice and tall. Take a breath. Let's do that again. Tuck your chin. Chest comes in, belly button comes in. Rounding your back. I'm kind of sitting in bad posture. Elbows. And then just like we do in class, some of you reach a little bit further down. Just make sure you're not going to fall off your chair. Bring one foot a little bit forward. And we lean down. You decide how far down you reach and where you're going to go. If you've moved your hands, bring them back up to your knees and help yourself up. So we bring our bodies up long and tall. Good. Are you ready? Ooh, I feel pretty good. Good job. All right, I feel warm. All right, let's go on to some good stuff.